Hey everybody, just want to share a quick little insight from my study general conference this morning. While I was working out, I was listening to the October 1933 general conference, and William Sloan delivered an amazing address. President Sloan was the mission president of the Northwestern States Mission at the time, and he was giving a message, but it was completely in line with the message that had been given by the 70s prior, by the apostles, and by the first presidency. And the message of the October 1933 general conference, if it was to be summarized into a few words, would be follow the prophet. And it was just he repeated that phrase multiple times, and he phrased it differently. Every single talk in this general conference was all about following the prophet, with the exception of maybe one or two, but they would all attack it from a different angle. And William Sloan, he attacked the concept of following the prophet under the angle of loyalty. And he talks about the fact that we have two great loyalties in this world. And his talk was very similar to President, Anthony W. Ivins, who was a couple before him in this session, who also spoke about loyalty. But he really hounded loyalty to government, and William Sloan was hounding loyalty to the Lord. And when it comes to loyalty to the Lord, it is summarized by following the prophet. The Lord has an authorized representative here on earth, and it's not you. It's not me. It is the prophet. And when we hear the prophet and speak bad about him, hear the prophet, disregard it, hear the prophet and slander or minimize him or say things like, oh, he's just a man, all flippant of the actuality that he is a holy prophet of God, then we are showing that we are not loyal. And he just talked about the importance of being loyal and about following the prophet. And that if we follow the prophet, we will not fall away and we will not be led astray. And I think this is really important to understand. This is not saying if we follow the prophet, we will make no mistakes, because we do not believe in prophetic infallibility. What it is saying is that we have an option when it comes to the prophet. We either approach the prophet in faith and loyalty and follow him, and sometimes we will be led down the less optimal path. Sometimes we will do things that are suboptimal. Sometimes we'll do things that suck or are bad. Not bad as in like sinful bad, but bad as in like unenjoyable bad. But if we follow the prophet and we are loyal to the Lord's representative, the key holders that he has endorsed, then we will not be led astray. We will be welcomed into the kingdom of God, and we will be able to sit down in the throne with our Father. If we choose that we are not going to listen, if we choose that we have the ability to discern, we have the ability to listen and receive communication that the prophet is wrong, that Christ's prophet that he's endorsed is wrong, then we will be led astray. And so that is our option. Our option is follow the prophet and don't be led astray, or don't follow the prophet and you will be led astray and you will fall.